Hi. Do you remember scrolling through Instagram and realizing you needed a product that you did not even know existed? Did you ever feel like you have to buy something that you know you probably will not ever use? Remember what, or more like, who made you feel this way? Your answer is probably an influencer. In the past decade, the face of marketing has changed completely. More than 30% of the people use ad blockers and watch shows with paid subscriptions, where they do not have to watch ads. As per a study by Omnicom Media Group, 50% of 22 to 45-year-olds are not watching any content on traditional TV platforms. Naturally, since the trends are changing, marketing strategies have to change too. Currently, the most common way to reach your target customers is through influencers. In this video, we will learn about influencer marketing. We will see what it means to have an influencer sell your product, what kind of influencer would suit your product, how to reach out to influencers, and everything else there is to know about influencer marketing. We will begin our journey by defining what influencer marketing is. Influencer marketing involves paying influencers to promote a company's product. Influencer marketing is a combination of celebrity endorsement and social media campaigns. You might be thinking that only people with 1 million followers are influencers. Well, that is not correct. An influencer is anyone who has established expertise in a specific niche and has an above-average social media following. An influencer is also someone who can influence the perception of others or motivate them to take action on something specific. When influencers endorse a product, they connect consumers to the brand through relevant posts and stories tied to brand messaging with their personal stories and experience. These personal stories and experiences make people feel like they connect to the influencer and the brand, which young consumers desire. When you give people what they desire, it makes for an effective marketing strategy. How effective, you may ask? Influencer marketing can generate returns up to 11 times compared to traditional advertising, which makes sense that 94% of marketers who use influencer marketing find it to be an effective practice. Now, let's see how you can get your own influencer marketing campaign started. It is simple. You should start by building a 6-step marketing strategy. First, you set your goal and budget. Then, you research influencers. When you have found the influencers you like, you reach out to them. If the influencers respond, next comes negotiating terms. Once a contract is made, the plan is put into action. And finally, you analyze the results of your campaign. Now that you know which tasks to perform, let us talk about how to perform them. Your first task is to set your goals and budget. We recommend preparing a written document containing specific goals and budgets. For most people, the main goal is increasing sales. However, that is not the only goal one can have. Influencer marketing also helps you create or increase brand awareness, strengthen brand image, and improve your social media engagement. This is not an exhaustive list. These are just the most common goals of influencer marketing. No matter what your goal is, you should specify them in specific or numerical terms. For example, do not write to increase sales as your goal. Instead, write to increase sales by 2x. Quantifying your goals like this will make analyzing the results easier. An excellent strategy to achieve such a goal would be affiliate marketing campaigns. Here, you will encourage influencers to support your brand. In return, the influencers receive the benefit from a kickback per sale. Let us take another example. This time, your goal is to increase brand awareness. You can set your goal of getting 500 more customers in a month. To check the results, keep track of the number of followers the influencer has and the number of times your brand message is visible to your target audience. Most importantly, the amount of traffic the influencer is driving to your site. Usually, brand awareness is increased by engaging with influencers who do unboxing videos, how-to videos, write sponsored blogs, testimonials, etc. You will also have to set your budget in this step. You can compensate an influencer in many ways. We will come to that later, but for now, remember to be specific, no matter what method you choose. We also recommend that you start small to test which strategies work for you and which do not. Your next task is to find the right influencers for yourself. As we discussed before, influencers are not limited to people with 1 million followers. There are 3 categories of influencers. First are the nano or micro influencers. These people have up to 10,000 followers. Their followers are genuinely dedicated, which is advantageous as they will be more likely to buy your product. On the other hand, these influencers may lack of experience. Secondly, the mid-size influencers. These are influencers with 10,000 to 100,000 followers. Because of their high following, they generally provide a good return on investment. However, they are more likely to ask for monetary compensation. If you plan to pay the influencers in some other way, they will probably not accept. Finally, the top-tier influencers. As the name suggests, these influencers have the most followers. These influencers have at least 100,000 followers. Their endorsement will have an immediate impact on your campaign because their reach is high. However, their connection with the audience is shallow. However, before moving forward, you need to know if you want an influencer, a blogger, a brand ambassador, or a consumer advocate. Let us look at the differences to help you decide. We have already talked about influencers in detail in the video, so let us jump on to bloggers. Usually, bloggers become known for creating and publishing valuable content about specific topics of interest. Like their blog traffic, follow count, and engagement grows, so does their influence. Like influencers, bloggers can make money from their blogs with advertising and sponsorships. Let's move on to brand ambassadors. These are influencers hired by brands for long-term and exclusive relationships. They differ from influencers, who are generally used for only a short campaign or a one-off project. A brand ambassador's role is similar to a paid spokesperson. They are well educated on the brand, participate in different press or marketing engagements, and cannot work with direct competitors. And lastly, we have consumer advocates. They are also known as brand loyalists, who engage or tag the brand in posts because they genuinely love it. Unlike influencers, bloggers, and brand ambassadors, consumer advocates are not compensated for posting or sharing their love and support for a brand. You will not use consumer advocates directly as they do not get compensated for their content. You will have to use other strategies to influence them. Now, the kind of influencer you would be using for your business would depend on the number of followers and the age group of followers, demographics, preferences, and engagement rate. Every kind of influencer will not be suitable for the age group you are targeting. For example, you will find a lot of 18 to 23-year-olds hanging out on Instagram. However, the audience consisting 35 to 38-year-olds, not so much. If you target the latter, you will better find influencers on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. To help you to find your target audience, we have divided people based on age and where to reach them for you. First come the 18 to 26-year-olds. You will find these people mainly on Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat. The second group has 27 to 29-year-olds. These people turn to key influencers on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram for how-to tips, learning videos, career advice, and financial guidance. Now come the new millennial parents, the 30 to 34-year-olds. Most people in this age group have at least one child and read many blog posts on Facebook and Twitter. And lastly, we have the 35 to 38-year-olds. These people have familiarized themselves with the new technology and hang out on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest, but not on Instagram or Snapchat. Apart from age, you will also want to look at the demographics. If the influencer's followers live somewhere you do not wish to ship your products, the marketing campaign will fail to attract more customers. The followers' preferences can also help you determine if that influencer will help you reach the right audience. Lastly, the higher the engagement rate, the higher the conversion rate of followers. With this, you have understood how can you plan for an influencer marketing campaign for your business. We hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you in the next one.